Today is day 13 in the World Values Day 31 Values in Action Challenge, where during the month of October we have the chance to practice a different value each day. Today's value is humility, and I've had the chance to practice this on a few occasions today. The first one was first thing this morning. Stephen Barclay has organised an event for World Values Day in Australia, and he tweeted saying thank you to me for everything I'm doing to promote World Values Day. I found myself replying to him explaining that it was because of people like him organising events that World Values Day had a good level of momentum this year. And on reflection, perhaps I should have just thanked him for his comment, but I still feel that credit should be given where due, and if it wasn't for him organising the event and people like him, there wouldn't be anything to talk about. Then later on in the morning, I had a conversation or a call with Rune Gustafsson, who used to run Profit, which is a brand agency. And this was for Rune to give me his views about the draft manuscript of our forthcoming book. And I was really pleased for him to recognise that the pragmatic approach that we outline is really very powerful. And what he said was, perhaps this needs to be drawn out a little bit more in the book. And I realised that actually I undervalue the pragmatic approach that I have developed because I kind of take it for granted. Whereas I know from feedback from not only Rune but other people as well that this is really valuable. So I'm going to have a look through the book and see how that might be achieved. And then finally, I had a call with somebody I've been working with on my 31 practices, and he said to me today, I really love this approach and it's changed my life. Powerful stuff. Now, what I said to him was that the approach in itself is not valuable. It's only because of his application that those results have been achieved. And a little bit later in the conversation, he said, you know, earlier I tried to thank you and recognise how powerful this has been for me, and you tried to deflect it. And I explained to him that I wasn't trying to deflect it at all, but I was trying to put into balance the fact that, yes, the tool is very effective, but only when put into place. And he has put enormous effort and focus on making it work. So we came to the conclusion that it really is a co-creation, a good example of co-creation where without the tool he couldn't have done what he's done, but without his effort it wouldn't have happened either. Now, at the end of these videos I like to choose a suitable image, and today I've been thinking about nature and humility because I've got three examples in mind where nature is really good to make you recognise how small we are. So I remember sitting on a surfboard in the sea in Cornwall and realising that I had absolutely no control over whether a wave was going to come or not. And it was kind of liberating actually to be just sitting there realising that you just had to wait and see what happened. The second example is of when we were on holiday in South Africa, and I remember seeing this amazing view of mountains and landscape, and I just felt really, really small. It was an amazing sight. And then just here in this wood, I can't help but think, you know, if one of these trees fell down at the wrong time and landed on me, how would that be? And, you know, if you think about the weather when it's very windy or a very rough sea, Nature is very powerful, and so that makes me think of humility.